Mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
For the people who are learning to mind their business.
Hey, it's Tug, Mind Your Business, with former Georgia Bulldog and MVP from the Super Bowl for the Steelers, Hines Ward. Man, how are you?
I'm great. I'm blessed.
No, I got to tell you, it's great to see you. You got an award tonight with the Atlanta Sports Council and the Atlanta Sports Awards for being a positive influence, and that's something that I know that is near and dear to you, especially with kids that are of mixed race, and that's something you've always championed and you've been super proud of, and it's amazing, I would imagine, to be honored for that.
Well, it is. I mean, I represent positive athlete. You know, while playing football, you see me always smiling on the football field.
Yes, sir.
I just think, in life, if you continue to surround yourself with positive people, then positive things are going to happen to you. So me kind of being out in the forefront, a positive athlete, where we recognize these outstanding student athletes for doing it the right way, I just think is awesome. They probably aren't the most valuable player on the team, but I can guarantee you they're the most valuable person on their team, and I think every coach would love to have positive athletes all over the team, so being able to recognize these kids is just a blessing in itself. And tonight, Matthew Lane, to go through what he went through with adversity and still find a way to stay positive and overcome it is just awesome.
No, it is. And, and that's something, like you said, you've always been focused on, even back to your days at Georgia. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about Georgia. I know you get over to Athens a little bit. What do you think about this Georgia team this year?
Man, I'm excited about it. I know we lost some two great running backs, but, it seems like every year we just reload. We got great young talent. Kirby's doing a great job of keeping in-state talent here in Georgia, so I'm excited about it. It always comes down, I think, if Georgia can get over that hump with Alabama in the championship game, that's all it takes, is just getting over that hump, and then they would just start rolling in and year out. So I expect the Bulldogs to be right there at the end, playing Alabama in the championship, and this one, I think we'll find a way to get it done.
Yeah. How often do you get over to Athens?
I get over, I try to go once a year. It kind of gets a little hectic when I get out there, but I went to homecoming. I took my wife there. Man, we had an amazing time, and they beat up on Vanderbilt, so it was a nice little turnout. So Georgia has changed so much since I went there, but the stadium's awesome. The fans are buying in. The alumni is coming back, man. So Kirby's done a great job over in Athens.
What is it that you are doing now and focusing on since you've retired?
Working at CNN, which is right here in Atlanta. Like I said, being a Georgia boy, my commute is easy because I wake up early, but I still have the flexibility to still be passionate about the charity work that I do here here in Georgia and in Pittsburgh. So I'm going to continue reaching out and helping others who are less fortunate.
There you go. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
God bless you, man.
You too.
So we are here with the one and only number 55, retired 2 times, I believe, the Atlanta Hawks and Denver Nuggets, eight-time All-Star. But most importantly, the son of the Congo. And his work there has, again, we only interview athletes that we believe actually have a heart in their nonprofits. We don't just give a free platform. And Mr. Mutombo actually gives his time, which at his level is much more valuable than his money. And so, Mr. Mutombo, first off, thank you for being here. You won the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Atlanta Sports Council presented by Coca-Cola. And we want to know, just for all of our listeners out there, we typically have a wealthier demographic, and people want to know how they can get involved without just donating money to UNICEF or something like that. And your big thing has been in Congo building hospitals, promoting education, and just promoting nonviolence in general. So that's a hard thing for Americans to understand. Will you please break it down for them how important it is, your work, and how they can actually contribute?
Oh, yes, to contribute, first I want to say thank you for having me. The Dikembe Mutombo Foundation was created back in 1997.
You know how old I was in 1997?
I was just trying to figure out what do I want to do besides playing the game of basketball. I always knew that I want to make a difference. I want to change the living condition of my people, especially in the place where I came from. And in '98, after I already started the foundation, my mom passed away, which it was in a condition that it's very tough to describe. It was during the civil unrest in the country, and she was not feeling well, and she didn't make it to the hospital.
And there's a hospital named after in her memory.
Yes, and I decided that I would go out and build a hospital.
Over 150 beds, correct?
Yes, with a cost of more than $30+ million, which my wife and I pledged more than $29 million to build a hospital. So it's been great. The hospital has been open since since 2007. You have served more than 500,000 people already, mostly women and children.
No kidding.
We are very pleased with the result that we have seen and our contribution to the humanity. We never trying to be the solution of some of the problem our communities are facing today. We always felt like we want to be part of the solution. We want to do our part, and we ask other people to do
So it's a big puzzle, and everyone has their piece to contribute.
Yes, and you can contribute by going to the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation or dmf.org, where you can learn more about the work we are doing, the children that we are saving, and women. We have a cancer program that now we're doing. We have cervical cancer and breast cancer, where we're doing a free breast cancer screening, surgery, and chemo, everything for free.
Which is ages from where Africa used to be in healthcare.
Because many women were dying for a long time without hope, and all we're doing now, we're bringing hope, and give them hope of life.
Most important thing you can do.
And now we're also doing a cataract surgery for free.
You said cataract surgery.
So next week we're going to do 300 free cataract surgery for 5 days.
So like villages come in and get diagnosed, and
anybody is welcome. Bring your mom or your cousin or uncle, auntie who cannot see. We will fix them. We just want to contribute. I have a great support from the American people here that allowed me to do the work I'm doing.
So I think American people actually, even though the rest of the world thinks we're very self-centered, a lot of us actually do care.
Yes, they do. American people are very self-giving people. I would have not built the hospital that I built in the Democratic Republic of Congo and treat as many people as I did if there was no help of American community.
So one thing I want to ask is, a lot of people don't know this about you, and I'm going to make an assumption. I still believe you would have rather been a doctor than an NBA legend. Is that fair? Because I legitimately...
It was a dream.
I legitimately believe...
But I tell you what, I'm doing more than any doctor could have done.
So that's what I wanted to know. So do you ever regret not being able to be a doctor, or do you think this was God's plan for you?
I think it was God's plan, and God changed my plan in a sophisticated way to make it much complicated.
So was he shaping your heart when you were young?
Yes, of course. Being grown up in a Christian family where my mom and dad taught us the value about helping your loved one, and it kind of shaped my life.
So you're a legendary Hawk. Your number's retired. So first off, you probably don't know this band, but Widespread Panic, which is one of the greatest bands in the world, also used to have a retired kind of number up in State Farm. But that aside, you did your thing. There are a lot of Atlanta Hawks today that give back. Most notably, in my opinion, is Kent Bazemore.
Yes.
And he took a pay cut coming to Atlanta. Houston offered him more money. He came to Atlanta because he loved this city. And
beautiful city.
And he's so a lot of people don't know this. Atlanta's a city of peace, right?
Of course.
And so Kent has done a lot giving back to Atlanta. He's been great for the Hawks. So what do NBA teams owe these players that give so much back to the cities that the teams are born in? Is it only on the court?
I think it's becoming part of the NBA DNA,
Giving back?
Giving back becoming our priority. We try to teach any kids that come to the NBA to don't forget about the place where they come from. To know that the community are the one who made you to be Dikembe Mutombo who you are. Because if those 20 and 18 or 15,000 fans didn't come to the arena, cheer for you, buy their ticket,
You'd have no platform.
I would have not made the All-Star team if the community didn't vote for me.
Eight times.
8 times.
8 times.
You know, fans will have not embraced me for me to go and block as many shots as I did for me to win a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. So I give all of my word to my fans for showing me such love, and I never gonna forget that.
So I have 2 more questions for you. Number 1, where can we find you online? Where can we find, the Mutombo Foundation? Where can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook or Twitter. We're all there. You can learn about all the work that we are doing, the difference that we are making, the contribution that we are trying to be part of serving the humanity.
And you can donate there as well.
You can donate straight up when you open our website, dmf.org. On your left, your right hand side, it says donate, please donate.
And it's got a link that'll walk you through the tax deduction, everything else to make sense. So the last thing I have for you, do you consider yourself the son of the Congo, or the son or you are, or the son of the world at this point, that's connected to different cultures?
I think I'm the son of the Congo and the world adopt me.
That's the coolest thing I could have ever imagined. So I'm going to throw one more question at you. When you did the finger wag, the infamous finger wag, so I do this to all the ladies that want to make out with me. I do it to all of them. But my question to you is, and I know you did it for Geico, but our friends are Aflac.
Yes. That was the best commercial ever.
So when you were a player, you were just doing this to get in their head, right?
Yes.
Did you have any idea how marketable that was?
No. Can you imagine if I knew that?
You were what, 23 at the time?
For me, it was the way to tell the opponent, look, this is my territory and I'm controlling it. You're not coming here. And to see that finger wave today being one of the world trademark is amazing.
It's the coolest thing ever. Can we give all my lady fans out there a finger wag and say, no,
not today.
At SR Homes, our end goal is to create a home that's unique to you, one that you and your family will enjoy for years to come. With over 4 decades of home building experience, SR Homes has become a top home builder in Atlanta, offering a variety of communities in the most sought-after locations. Locally owned and operated, SR Homes is a builder focused on you. For more information, visit us at srhomes.com.